It's the nation's number one talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itimi and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. This is Hard Facts, and I am Marianne Okon. I love when it rains. You know, I'm beginning to sound like a regular, but I love it when it rains. It's weather. I know that the rain has caused wahala for some people, but it doesn't it just feel good that the weather is just cool, because NEPA, once they see small breeze, light has gone. Since yesterday, I don't have light. But at least it's a cold weather, and I heard that it's obstructed some people from getting to where they want to get to. But I mean, I love the weather. So it's a very cold and wet Friday afternoon. I want to welcome you to Hard Facts Awards. What do we do on this show on Friday? It's a 1-hour show where we gather together all the stories that we've treated from Monday through to Thursday, and then we put them into categories. First category, the best stories for the week. Second category, worst stories for the week. And the last category, the Nawa stories for the week. And what do we do in that category? That category is we put together the stories that leave us head scratching or just wondering, really, how true can this be? Well, yeah, there are stories like that every other day in the news. And so what we do is also allow you the opportunity to vote for which is the best story, the worst story, or the Nawa story for the week. How do you vote? You can vote via WhatsApp, you can vote via telephone, you can vote via our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube. Diaspora voting is allowed, and so if you're listening from outside of the country, you want to be part of the conversation, call 080-959-75805. Only those in the diaspora. But if you are in Nigeria, you can send us a WhatsApp message on that same number, 0809-5975805. Okay, let's get into the business for today. Don't forget, on the 4 o'clock hour, Ireti Bakare Yusuf will be here with Borderlines. But in the meantime, welcome to Hard Facts Awards. Did I tell you my name? I'm Marianne Okon.
It's that time of the week again. Are you ready to dive into the wide world of news? Join us for the Hard Fact Awards every Friday at 3 to 4 p.m. on Nigeria Info FM. We are breaking down the best, the worst, and the downright Nawa stories that had everyone talking this week.
No, wow. Some people can do zero.
From jaw-dropping headlines to the most outrageous events, we've got it all covered.
And y'all know how we do it, so let's get it on.
Tune in as we celebrate the stories that make you laugh, cry, and shake your head in disbelief. Whether it's the latest viral sensation or the craziest political blunder,
we are going to provide you with insecurity.
We'll give you the rundown on what's hot and what's not. And guess what? You get to vote for your favorite stories in our weekly awards. Who will take home the coveted title of the best stories of the week, and which tale will earn the infamous worst story of the week? Hard Facts Awards on Nigeria Info FM, where we turn the news into entertainment. This is Hard Fact with Marianne Okon.
Yes, it is Hard Facts Awards, and this is, of course, today's version of the show. Let's start with the best stories for the week, shall we? These are the nominees for the best stories for the week. Equatorial Guinea anti-corruption chief with over 400 sex tapes faces 18-year jail term. Of course, he's also due to pay a fine of about $1.5 million while he's at it. Next story in this category: warring PDP blocs reunite for 2027 showdown. Could that be a good story for you? Or kidnapped Bielsa judge finally regains freedom after 12 days in captivity. Let me give you some background, Lagos. The embattled former Director General of the National Financial Investigation Agency in Equatorial Guinea, Baltazar Ngonga, is set for to face 18 years imprisonment after he appeared in the Malabo court for his corruption trial. Are you excited that he's going to be docked for all the oh my goodness, all that he was up and doing? Anyway, or could your best story be the fact that the Punch newspaper exclusively learned that the 100th National Executive Committee meeting of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) unanimously reinstated Senator Samuel Anyanwu as the party's national secretary on the condition that he withdrew all legal cases and does not obstruct the forthcoming national elective convention slated for August. This is something that it seems like everyone on both sides, all the warring factions, have embraced and moving forward in the hopes that they will be a formidable opposition come 2027. Could that be the best story? Or is your best story the fact that a Bayelsa State High Court judge who was kidnapped, Bayelsa Court Judge Justice Ebinyeri Umokoro, has regained his freedom after 12 days of being in captivity? Umokoro was presented to newsmen on Thursday, that's yesterday evening, at the Bayelsa State headquarters of the Department of State Security Services in Yenogwa, Lagos. Don't forget, you can vote. All you need to do is call 0201 277 0993. That's 0201 277 0993. You can join the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 0809 5975805. Or better still, you can join us on X. Use the hashtag HardFactAwards. Yes, we're Nigeria Info FM, or go to our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube. We are live, Nigeria Info FM. All right, let's get voting. What is your best story for the week? Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Marian, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Peter.
Okay, my best story for the week is Bayelsa State Judge gaining his freedom from his abductors. That's my best story. Thank you.
All right, Peter, thank you very much. That's a great story, because I remember watching television some days ago when they were still talking about the fact that he's not been found, and they were doing everything in their power to get him back. So, of course, the Bayelsa judge gets one vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Good afternoon, Marian.
Good afternoon.
It's Emmanuel speaking to you from Ekwe.
Go ahead.
Who tell you say PDP don't say so? I go for Bayelsa judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Bayelsa judge gets yet another vote. 0201 277 0993. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hi, Marian. Marian, don't say no. Happy Friday. Oh.
I'm enjoying the rain, please.
I know. It's your weather. Anyway, I would have preferred the Megonga bitters, but let me just go for the Bayelsa.
Okay, all right. Really, Gonga bitter. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards. It's 0201 277 0993, 0201 465 7190. Hello. Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from? Sorry?
Emmanuel from Nigeria.
Oh, Emmanuel, go ahead, please. What's your best story for the week?
Bayelsa now. Why they talk like this? Bayelsa.
Okay, you say why they talk like this. Thank you very much for voting. Keep those votes coming in. 0201 277 0993. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Yeah, Marian, good afternoon. This is Godwin from Ota.
Hi, Godwin.
Yeah, I'm voting for Bayelsa State Judge.
Okay, thank you very much. Bayelsa seems to be going unopposed. 0201 277 0993. Which is your best story for the week? You are allowed to vote. Diaspora voting is allowed, please. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Action lady, good afternoon. This
Good afternoon, Mr. Chris. Go ahead. What's your best story for the week?
My best story in the People's Democratic Party.
Okay, the PDP gets its first vote. All right. So you believe that they've come together. Nice. At least you're not as biased as who was that? I think Emmanuel. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hi, Marian.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Rapruchu.
Hello, Rapruchu.
Afternoon. Okay. Well, the Bayelsa judge released his abductor.
All right. Bayelsa judge
You
gets
get me?
another vote.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much. Bayelsa is leading in this particular category. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Hello, Marian. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Pastor Emeka, calling from Ojodu.
Hello, Pastor Emeka. Go ahead. What's your best story?
My best story is the Bayelsa story because of life and freedom.
All
I
right.
would have liked a GDP story. But let them continue. God will help us.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. I need one more vote via telephone and then I'll go to WhatsApp. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Bielsa.
Okay, Bielsa gets another vote. All right, let's go to WhatsApp and see if there's going to be a change in the voting strategy. All right, here we are on WhatsApp. Someone says the release of the Bielsa judge, Pastor Sam from Ogun State. Thank you, Pastor Sam, for voting. Michael from Abulegba here says, I go for Bielsa judge. Oh, thank God he was not killed. Thank God. Yes, Michael, thank you. This one says, good afternoon. Emma from Ghana, chief judge from Bielsa's Freedom. Okay, thank you. Bielsa is still going on the post. Bielsa. This one says, my best story is Ngonga's journey to Gulag. That will allow married women to breathe in Equatorial Guinea. Please, point of correction. Notable married women, not just any married women, not any Joe or Jane. He was strategic. He went for a particular set of women. So Ngonga gets his very first vote. Thank you very much for your message. Gonga got his sympathy vote. Ajide here says, my best story for today is a freedom after captivity for the judge. Okay, Jide, thank you very much. Bielsa gets another vote. All right, keep them coming. Okay, this one is saying hi Nigerian food. That vote is invalid. Go ahead, send a message on 08095975805, and you can also vote on our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Go ahead and post your comments there. We'd like to hear what you're voting for. So don't forget, we are live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. I beg your pardon. Peter, thank you very much. You say it's Faji Day, Faji Friday. Oh yeah, no problem. Where's the Faji at? Where's the party at? Even though it's raining, nobody wants to go to party in this rain. Nah. All right, I need about 5 more votes. So if you are listening to us from outside the country, you are allowed to actually call us on WhatsApp. It's 08095975805. While I wait for you to send me a message on our WhatsApp, I'm going to break protocol and go back to the phone lines and take votes because I don't have time. I want to be very fast today. All right, you can keep voting via telephone 0201-277-0993. The ladies line is down. Apologies. So you can all call the general line. Hello. Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. This is Joy from Neighbor.
Hello, Joy.
That is the Bielsa judge. Yes.
Bielsa. Okay, Bielsa gets another vote. Thank you very much. So Bielsa is leading with a large margin. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Samson from my two.
All right, Samson, what are you voting for?
The super polygamist.
Ngonga. Okay, thank you very much. Ngonga gets his very second vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Yeah, I'm voting for the Bielsa judge that was released.
All right, thank you very much.
This is Akigwe speaking.
All right, Ahigwe, thank you very much for voting. We appreciate it. All right, I think I need 2 more votes to wrap things up here. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards. Yeah. Sorry about that. Do call me back if that was you. I'm still taking votes. Okay, let me go to WhatsApp. Someone here, Mike, says PDP back together. So PDP gets his second vote, or his third vote, I beg your pardon, so far. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Michael from...
What's your vote? What are you voting for?
Bielsa.
Sorry?
Bielsa.
Oh, Bielsa Judge. Okay, thank you very much, Bielsa Judge. All right, time for us to collate our votes. We'll be right back after this break. And then, of course, we will be letting you know what are the worst stories for the week. In the meantime, let's take a quick breather.
In a world filled with dreams and aspirations, there are those who dare to turn their visions into reality. They are the backbone of our economy, the small, medium, and big businesses that drive us forward. From the quaint corner stores on Broad Street to the local boutiques and small businesses in Balogun, medium-sized businesses fuel the engine of growth, providing job opportunities for countless individuals. These businesses form the lifeblood of our economy, working hand in hand to create a thriving ecosystem of commerce and prosperity. On Balogun Broad, we celebrate the resilience and ingenuity of small, medium, and big businesses. We don't just keep an eye on the stock exchange market, we're in touch with our local markets too. Join us every Wednesday, 5 to 6 p.m. on Hard Facts 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
We are back. Let's look at the results. For those of you who are looking, the results have been uploaded to the area. Go and check. It's going to be the same. Yes. Everything is working and our votes do count. All right. From the least to the most, Ngonga, who has or was caught with 400 sex tapes, ex-anti-corruption boss in Equatorial Guinea, is being docked for 18 years for corruption charges. Yes. Don't forget, amongst the women that he slept with and recorded was a sister to the president, 18 wives of 18 ministers, I beg your pardon. Wives of 18 ministers in Equatorial Guinea and several other notable women. Well, he got 2 votes. The People's Democratic Party announcing that they have all come together for a face-off in 2027, dropping all their brouhaha to come together as a united bloc, got 2 votes. And coming in with the highest number of votes to win the best story for the week is the High Court judge in Bayelsa State, who has recently regained his freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that this deserves a round of applause for the DSS, for the police, for all of the security agencies in Bayelsa State. This one's for you. Clap. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, I can't hear you from the back. You in the back. Clap well. Yes. Lovely. Now, these are the kind of stories we want to hear. And we're proud. We're really proud that he's back, safe and sound. Now, let's go into the next category, which is the worst stories for the week. But we have to go on a quick break, Lagos. When we return, we'll let you know what the nominees are. Stay with us.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemisa and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
This is not just a debate. It's a battle of minds. A clash of brilliance. A war of words, and only one champion. One true champion will rise. The regional champions are ready. The stage is set. The stakes higher than ever before. Catch the I Beg to Differ National Finals live on all Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM stations nationwide. It's intellect, it's passion, it's the future in action. Debate redefined. The IBTD National Tournament begins August 11th, 2025. Only on Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM nationwide. For sponsorship, call 0805-581-5844 or email ibegtodiffer@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Grab your sunglasses, beachwear, sunscreen, and head over to Zebra Beach Resort, where there is a spot with your name on it just for you and your loved ones. To book your holiday spot, visit zebrabeachresort.com or call 0704 730 0013. Zebra Beach Resort, Lagos. A beachside Christmas awaits you.
Charlatan quality anti-malaria contains Artemether and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Marian Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yes, we are back. In case you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts Awards, and this is coming to you from the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station, and we're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itimi and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. This is Hard Fact Awards. Of course, we have been telling you what the best stories are. Let's go into the worst stories for the week. Are you ready? All right. In case you're wondering, what is this show about? Well, what we do is we put together all the news stories that we've treated all through the week. We categorize them into 3. Yes, of course, the best stories for the week, worst stories for the week, and the Nawa stories for the week. What do? We allow you to be the one who picks and votes for the stories that would finally emerge as best, worst, and Nawa stories. It is really fun. And if you're just joining us, welcome. Join us. Take a sit. Now we're going into the worst stories for the week, and these are the nominees, ladies and gentlemen. Tribute as Eagles legend Rufai dies at 61, and we're talking about, of course, our goalkeeper, amazing guy. I remember that video that we did recently with Nigeria Info. It just really breaks my heart. Just as we were talking about the Liverpool young player who died at 28, and then we just see Peter Rufai's death. After a brief illness. My heart goes out to the Peter Rufai family and all of the Super Eagles of that class that he was in. I mean, and the whole Nigerian nation. It is really a loss for all of us, because he didn't just play football. He taught children every single year. I think twice a year they had these classes that they trained young children to play football. And I mean, his legacy will last forever, and I mean, my heart just goes out to him. So that's our first worst story for the week. Another story here says South worst hit as court clashes claim about 1,680 lives. Yes, courtism. Could that be your worst story, Lagos? Or is it when the Methodist prelate told President Tinubu that hunger and inflation are the things that are fueling our insecurity in this country? Let me give you some background, shall we? Nigerian football was thrown into mourning again yesterday following the deaths of a former Super Eagles goalkeeper and 1994 AFCON winner Peter Rufai, who passed on at the age of 61. Rufai, who died on Thursday, was said to have died in Lagos in the early hours following a brief illness. May his soul rest in peace. No fewer than 1,686 people were killed in the last few years in incidents, involving gang violence across the country between January 2020 and January 2025, and mostly with the South and Southwest regions emerging as the most affected zones. In other words, narcotics won't kill you now for you. You don't have time. You don't have things to do with your time. According to a report by SBM Intelligence released on Tuesday this week, Rivers State topped the fatality chart with 215 deaths, followed by Lagos with 197 deaths and Edo with 192 deaths, as strongholds, all long-standing cult and gang rivalries. a shame. And then, of course, the prelate of the Methodist Church of Nigeria, His Eminence Dr. Oliver Abba, has told President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that hunger and inflation are fueling insecurity in the country and called for urgent government action to address the deepening economic hardship. Which is your worst story for the week? I'm sure there's a lot for you to pick and choose from. Let's go. 0201 277 0993. Get voting. 0201 277 0993. Which is your worst story for the week? Even the worst stories are making me, a little sad. But don't forget, you can also vote on WhatsApp. It's 0809597585, or you could go on our live stream, Facebook, YouTube, Nigeria Info FM 99.3. Go ahead and post your comments there. We would like to hear from you. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
This is Manuel from Nigeria.
Emmanuel, what's your worst story?
I was Peter Rufai, my sister.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Peter Rufai gets one vote. Okay. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mary. I want to against Peter from Shangoted. I'm turning between Peter Rufai and the Methodist prelate. But however, death is inevitable. We have seen it. So I will go for my prelate of the Methodist Church. It is telling the president that inflation is causing all this insecurity to Methodist prelate.
Thank you very much, Abono. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, Miriam. Good afternoon once again.
Good
This is Godwin
afternoon.
from Water.
Godwin, what are you voting
my
for?
vote, Peter Rufai, may so rest in peace.
All right, thank you very
Really
much.
a legend.
All right. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hi, Miriam.
Yes.
The labors of our heroes past has always been in vain. So don't mind, I get my vote, Miriam.
All right, thank you very much. We're still taking your votes for the worst stories for the week. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Yeah, the one story is the pilot that is talking to the president that the hunger is causing prostitution and armed robbery and banditry. So it's making Nigeria the worst country.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Methodist Prelate gets another vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Action lady, this is Chris.
All right,
my
Mr.
vote
Chris.
go for Dodo Mayana Peter Rufai.
All right, thank you very much. Peter Rufai gets another vote. We're still taking your votes. Keep them coming. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hi, Marianne.
Hello.
Peter Rufai, may his soul rest in peace.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much. Peter Rufai gets another vote. Keep them coming. 020127700993. That's the number for you to call. And don't forget, you can vote via WhatsApp also, 0809597585. And do put your name so I can tell who's texting me. Hello.
Hello, this is just for me, but Peter Rufai.
All right.
So rest in perfect peace.
Amen. Thank you very much, Joy, for calling. I do appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, good afternoon, Miriam.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Huh? I'm calling. My name is Ibrahim, calling from Muriokola.
All right, Ibrahim, what are you voting for?
Peter Rufai.
Peter Rufai. Amen. 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 All right, I think I need one more vote. Let's see. One more vote here, and then I'm going to WhatsApp. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Afternoon once again, Marianne.
Yes.
My vote goes for Dodo Mayana.
All right. Thank you very much. Peter Rufai gets another vote. All right. Let's go. Let's see what's happening on WhatsApp. Triple A from Ojo, I beg your pardon, says Peter Rufai. So Peter Rufai gets another vote here. This one says, good afternoon, Marianne. May the soul of Peter Rufai rest in peace. Kicks from Lekki. Thank you, Kicks. We do appreciate it. Cult killings. Salisu is voting for cult killings. The cultism gets his very first vote. Salisu, thank you for your vote. Santa says, my vote goes for my cousin Peter Rufai. Santa, I'm so sorry for your loss. It's a really huge loss for us as Nigerians. Thank you so much. This is from Fred. Fred says he votes for Dodo Mayana, and that's of course Peter Rufai. Thank you very much. Ufot here from Victoria Island says he votes for Peter Rufai. Okay. Thank you very much. RIP to Peter Rufai Ogbonna from Aja. Thank you very much, Ogbonna, for your vote. I need about 2 more votes for this category. This one says, well done, Marian. The death of Peter Rufai, a.k.a. Dodo Mayana, was a big blow to me. It hit me yesterday. May his soul rest in peace. Jide from Ibejuleki. Thank you, Jide. You hit all of us. Yeah. This one says, okay, I don't know. I'm sorry, Emma from Ghana. I don't know what your vote is, so this vote is invalid. Okay, sorry. Badmus from Lekki here says, I'm voting for Peter Rufai, so that gets 1 more vote. I need 1 more for this category to be shut down, and then we'll move to others. Okay, Evans here says his vote is for Peter Rufai. And these are the results. This is how you voted. Lagos, from the list of the most cult killings across the country, got 1 vote. Methodist Prelate, talking about the insecurity in Nigeria, got 2 votes. And coming in with the highest number of votes is Peter Rufai, who passed on yesterday at the age of 61, if I'm not mistaken. May the soul of the dearly departed rest in perfect peace. Let's just give it just a short minute of silence for very, very famous, very amazing one-time goalkeeper Dodo Mayana. Right, may his soul rest in perfect peace. That's really a sad one. Well, in case you're just joining us, the program is Hard Fact Awards. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Italy and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. We're going into our last and final category, which is the Nawa stories. But before we do that, I want to play you something really nice. You know, I always come with nice videos. I want to play you a very nice video. Yeah, take a listen. This video is Mr. President in it.
I know road. We will lead you on to that promised land.
I'd like to look for that woman that said, I will follow you at the end. Should we look for her and ask her where she's gotten to? Just for laughs. All right, let's go to our last category, which is the Nawa story category. Get ready to be wowed in the Nawa story category. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the nominees for the Nawa story category. Presidency slams Buhari's appointees for joining opposition coalition. Elites behind insecurity. Plateau State Governor. And finally, in this category, Senator's aide resigns over 20,000 naira monthly salary. Hey. Now, whoa. Let's get into the details. The presidency has launched a scathing attack on former President Muhammadu Buhari's appointees who have joined the opposition coalition, plotting to challenge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. Some of them consist of Malami, who was the former Attorney General, Chibike Amechi, and of course Hadi Sirika. And he did have very interesting things to say about them. Could that be your Nawa story for the week? Or Is it when Governor Caleb Muftwang of Plateau State blamed the country's persistent security challenges on powerful and influential members of the society? Muftwang said the challenges of insecurity is an elite-created problem. Now, wow. Or could our story be Oluwatubosun Awe, who is an aide to Senator Olajide Ipisagba, representing Ondo North Senatorial District, who has resigned, citing unsustainable monthly salary of 20,000. Hey, Awe, who served as the ward liaison for Isowopo, I'm sorry if I did not pronounce it well. Please pardon me. All my Yoruba lovers, I love you. God bless you. Ward 2 in Okon North, Northeast, local government area of Ondo State. He announced his resignation in a letter that he made public on Wednesday. 20,000. Now, wow. Which is your Nawa story for the week? Let's go there. 020127709930201277 0993. We're also live on YouTube and Facebook. You can also vote via these platforms and let us know what your votes are. Better so you could vote on WhatsApp. It's 0809597585. That's 0809597585. Yes, I just want to play this again before I go back.
I know road. We will lead you on to that promised land.
We're marching on to the promised land. 020127709993. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Hello, man. Good evening.
Yes.
This is Austin calling from Lagos.
Austin, what's your Nawa story?
20,000 naira. Now, wow.
Hello, welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Marian, good afternoon once more.
Yes.
Peter Bones from Shango. Please, can I get that audio on any of your social media that you know road and you lead us? For my Nawa story, can I get it, please? My Nawa story is 20,000 naira.
Okay, all right, Peter. All right, I promise I will post it later on my Instagram story. My Instagram is MIMIEYO. Just go and follow me first, then I will post it later. All right, keep the votes coming in. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Marian, now you so walk more. That's it to Alpha now. Wow.
Now, real war. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards. I can't hear you, sir.
Good afternoon.
You sound very far away from your phone.
Good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon.
Yes, I can hear you now. What are you voting for?
Okay, I vote for 20,000.
20,000. Thank you very much. 20,000. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards. What's your Nawa story?
Afternoon once again, Marianne.
Marianne, who thought saying no road?
What do you mean by that? Do you not know our daddy's voice? Excuse me?
Marianne, I vote for 20,000 naira. Marianne, help me.
20,000. Excuse me. We're all marching to the promised land, except you want to be left out. That's so. What they say, follow who know road. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hi, Marianne.
Yes.
I greet you, Rapuchu.
Yes, Rapu. What are you voting for?
God say you know road.
Yes, now.
But if filling our pen, we are still paying for estimated billing. There are still hunger in the land.
You are matching there now. I've not reached it. Why are you impatient?
I'm highly disappointed.
What are you voting for? What are you voting for?
20,000 naira.
20,000. All right. Thank you very much for calling. We're still taking your thoughts on the Nawa story for the week. 020127709993. Which is your Nawa story? Is it the 20,000 naira salary? Is it if you know what I'm thinking about, is it for Gary? That's what I'm thinking about. Or could your Nawa story be when Governor Caleb moved and said, it's the earliest that are causing insecurity? Sure, we did not know. Now, wow. Oh, when the presidency started calling people names, because they have gone to join ADC. Are you not a thief? Are you not a thief? You, thief. Which is your now our story. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I am first caller. First time caller.
Oh, welcome. What are you voting for?
I vote for 20,000 and Alex friends say no road. Thank God.
Yes, so and we are following who no road. You understand me? Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Madam, good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon.
Yes, this is Ibrahim calling from Okon.
Ibrahim.
20,000 naira, Miriam.
20,000. Yes.
Now, wow.
Nariwa. Thank you very much for calling. All right, keep voting. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards. Hello. Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jenna calling from Victoria Island. 20,000 naira. Now, wow.
Nariwa. But it's good money. Now, is it not good money? You don't want good money, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Action lady, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
I vote for those who they cry, say Buhari people dump them. But that 20,000 naira, that senator, God is so merciful. 20,000.
20,000. Let's go to WhatsApp, please. If I give you 20,000, you'll not be happy. Excuse me. That's hard-earned money. It's good money. I love this country. We need to get a segment on Comedy Central. I tell you guys this all the time. You don't believe me. Ario Akinsala here on YouTube Live says 20,000. Is it for a bar? Is it for Gary? Now, wow. Okay, 20,000 gets another vote. Let me go to WhatsApp quickly. I'll go to Facebook in a bit. Someone here says 20,000. Now, what for this country, yo? You didn't give me your name, but thank you very much for your vote. This one says, Marianne, 20K that you guys are paying, is it for a bar? Is it for Agbado? Now, wow, Bona, stop it. I don't like that. Is it me that is paying it? Someone here says 20K. What the risky, yo? Thank you very much for your message. This one says, Marianne, I'm voting for 20K. Kicks in Lekki. Thank you, Kicks. This one says, good afternoon, 20K. There is God, dude. There is God, dude. This one says, I'm voting for 20,000. Janet, thank you very much for voting. I need about 3 more votes for this category before we start getting ready to leave the studio. This one says 20K salary gets my vote. Evan says Senator. Now, wow, Senator. Okay. This one says my vote is for 20K. Now, wow. Now, real wow. Wow. Ambrose here is my last voter, and he says, I vote for 20K. All of you that are voting for 20K. 20K is going to locate you. Can somebody say amen from the back in case you are in need of 20K right now? It's coming. Senator is looking for you. We'll take a quick breather, and when we come back, I would read out your votes, how you voted, and then, of course, you'll find out who won in this category. I'm sure you already have guessed, but is it for Eba? Is it for Gary? Or that's why, very importantly, I like to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you need to follow who knows road. And in this case, this is the person that knows road.
I know road. We will lead you on to that promised land.
I'm the one. We'll be right back after this break.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court has convicted, suspended the Chicago certificate story. It's never going away, is it? Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
And she was meeting her friend with her husband, knowing that. I'm not happy because there is nothing to happy about.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Marianne Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shegwa Rinze.
All right, I want to thank you all for being part of the conversation today. It has been a beautiful conversation on Hard Facts Awards. But before I wrap things up here, don't forget, Bakare Yusuf will be here at the top of the hour with Borderlines. There's a lot to talk about. There's been a lot happening across the world. I'm guessing that that will take front and center stage as you get into the conversations on Hard Facts on Borderlines today. Oh my goodness, where's my mind though? Anyway, get set for Ireti at the top of the hour with Borderlines. In the meantime, Lagos, everybody voted. Every single person voted for 20,000. Let me just, I'm imagining that this person lives in the same house with the senator. Where the person doesn't need, maybe this 20K is just transport. Even at that, I don't know what to say. 20,000 for a now wow. This is a real Nawa story. So ladies and gentlemen, help me, join me as we put our hands together and give a round of applause to Senator Olajide Epinsapa, representing Ondo North Senatorial District, for paying 20,000 to his aide. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Now you because, sir, because you live on planet Mars, you don't know what things, how things are hard. 20,000, huh, sir. Now what? Now wow. When we come back from this break, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be signing off and, of course, getting set for the news at the top of the hour.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.